Yeah.
Terminator 3 coming up.
Yeah, Arnold's great. Arnold's great. It was really wild to find out he was into Guns N' Roses.
Let's imagine what else he might be into. I mean, more adventurous man than we had guessed.
He's a man who hangs with Kennedys. That's really wild.
You had mentioned at one point last time we talked, actually, you said it'd be really cool to do something with somebody like Public Enemy, maybe go out with them. I mean, you're still...
Yeah, it really would, and I'm really into LL Cool J.
Yeah.
And we have no idea who we're going to be playing with on any of the other, legs of the tour.
Yeah.
We have nothing really set up with that. I'd like to do some stuff with Lenny Kravitz. I'm really into NWA, and we just want to make sure the audience doesn't hurt each other with their racial violence towards each other. If we're showing we're getting along and we're rocking out two different types of music and styles, but with attitude, we don't want the audience thrashing each other, and that's a big responsibility and something hard to figure out. I mean, because we're the band that the Ku Klux Klan is supposed to be showing up at shows to pass out things, and it's like when the Ku Klux Klan guys met, it's like out of here.
Have you encountered these guys? Have you seen these guys showing up at your shows?
I haven't seen them for a show, so.
I mean,
so I don't know.
Has this ever happened?
Well, they said they were going to, and we were going to, sue the Ku Klux Klan because they were trying to say we were supporting racism. It's like, a Grand Wizard and stuff, and it's like, fired off the letters from the lawyers right away. It's like, you're out. Don't even think about, you misinterpreted something I said.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
Did you see the Unplugged show that MTV did with the rap guys backed up by a band? You got to see this.
I haven't got to see any episodes of Unplugged, and I'm hoping I can get tapes from you guys.
Well, they got
because I hear about all these great shows.
But they had LL Cool J on there, and they had this band, like an acoustic band, backing them up and doing all the scratch things, like scraping on the guitar string. It's brilliant. It's unbelievable. I think we can arrange a dub of some sort.
That sounds amazing. I'm really into the song. I'm the type of guy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. My mama said "Knock You Out" is a really an amazing song. I think I got an LL Cool J poster somewhere here on the tour.
Did the Spin Magazine just ran a copy of the contract that you guys were putting out at one time, which people might be thinking, oh, what is it with these guys? Are they trying to control everything? I mean, do you think you're misrepresented when stuff like that comes up in the press?
Well, in regards to Spin Magazine, I read a review of that piece somewhere else, and it was like, kudos to Spin Magazine for not bowing and scraping for an interview, when the facts are that that's basically what they've been doing for a really long time, and since they couldn't get it, they decided to be hostile. And that was a test contract, basically, because of certain situations we've had with the English press that we tested in Rio. And the most outrage that we really got was from the magazines that we were having problems with to begin with, and because we weren't going to talk to them anyway, and then they saw that and went running with it. But no, we're not trying to control everything. We just want what we said, or anything we say, to be in the proper context and to be something we really said, And we've had certain things that may not hit the world on a big scale, but dealing with smaller magazines and stuff, where they've ran all kinds of interviews we never did, and where they've said I said things, like I may have said something hostile to a member of another band, but they've turned around and said I said all kinds of things I didn't say. And it's like, the things I said were even meaner, but I knew what limb I was going out on, and then somebody cuts down the tree underneath me. And it's like, it's not really fair, because I do take the time to try to answer the questions and talk about things as honestly as I can, and then to have someone distort that, and if a magazine, has maybe they have a subscription rate of 50,000, 72,000, but, this was a 40,000 people show tonight. 40,000 people were here, and that hits that many people with a different impression of us, and that kind of hurts. So we're just trying to make sure that doesn't happen, if we don't have a real big problem, and if we get along with people, we don't even, ask about the contracts. It's like, if we know it's okay, everything's going to be okay, and it's going to be honest, then it's fine. The contracts are kind of, I laugh, when they make such a big deal, because it's kind of like a deterrent for people that want to cause problems. They see that and they know they won't be able to get in to cause their problem.
Well, it's a deterrent. Well, I mean, it's also a deterrent for like the New York Times too. I mean, if you're doing people like that.
I guess there was a guy there that wasn't really into us, but he wrote a really nice review, and we did the show in New York, and that was kind of a surprise, and it was really nice. And I think when people get to know a bit more about us, they might find a few more things they like. They'll probably find a lot more things they dislike, but, you know, I think with all the hype and all the people and everybody waiting for so long, you know, to see what's this band about and everybody talking, a lot of it's just been, you know, just snowballed. Someone said this, someone said that, and they just keep hearing all these stories, and now they can, you know, see reality.
Yeah. As your voice holding up now, you're back on the road doing all this stuff. Do you have to like get into training and?
Seems to be doing good, and you know, I'm finally for the first time into doing my warm downs after a show, and I'm bringing my voice teacher up so he can see some shows and see what it is I do, because this man works opera. And he has no idea what it is I do exactly.
He'll be shocked, right?
Yeah, I had him at one show in LA, so he's getting the idea, you know, and then, you know, and I'm taking the steps so that I can ensure the people a good show and that I'm up to my best.
So you're going on the road for like a year and a half, 2 years. Is everybody in the band just putting their personal lives on hold and like, we're just going to live out of suitcases? And...
Well, we've kind of, most of us have figured out how to integrate our personal lives into what we do, where we tried it before and it wasn't really working, or you know, we weren't with the right people, and it's not now. Things are kind of going together, and this is our personal life.
Yeah.
You know, we've wanted to live on the road, you know, and enjoy it, and everything is so nice and on such a big scale. It's really nice, you know. Hate to go down the tubes and be back to a van going to the clubs, but
I think you're in danger of having that happen anytime real soon.
Never know. Never know. I don't want to take it for granted.
Well, I'm sure you got some money socked away in the bank, right? Keep that savings account going.
The more money you make, the bigger the sharks you meet.
Yeah, no. That's good for me. Is that good for you, David?
Yeah, pretty good.
Thank you very much.
No problem.